Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to Social Science class. Today we are going to study from Sociology the chapter Family. Man has formed many social institutions to fulfill his basic needs. Among these institutions, family is the basic institution of the society. In this chapter, we are going to study about the meaning of a family, characteristics of a family, types of family, and the characteristics of joint family. What is the meaning of a family? The living together of husband and wife with children or without children for a long time means family. What do we understand by the meaning family? When a group of one or more parents and their children live together as a unit is called as family. Now, when we say family, what do you understand? Yes, a family is one that shares, cares, and loves each other. They are there for each other when they are in need. The main base of a family is the kinship and the emotion related to it. The family, apart from nurturing children and procreation, involves itself in the process of socializing of its members so that they can be a part of a larger society. When we live in a society, we are supposed to follow some social behavior, dressing, and rituals. The word family is derived from the Latin word familis. Familis means to serve. By understanding the characteristics of a family, we can comprehend the importance of the family. The first characteristics of a family is universal. In accordance to the specific geographical nature, time, period, the family is found in all society. Usually, the families follow fixed pattern in issues like marriage, nurturing, kinship, property rights. Generally, the members who belong to the particular family reside in the same place or share the same roof. The second characteristic of a family is it is the basic unit for all social activities. Every activities of a social institution start from the family. The political, economical, educational, and several other activities of the society begin from the family. The third characteristic is family is a continuous responsibility and social accountability. The family teaches members how to behave, how to discharge specific responsibilities. It trains its children on how to live harmoniously with the neighbors. Along with this, it also educates about few social responsibilities. For example, it educates how to keep the drinking water sources clean, how to behave in a society, how to follow the norms of the society. So, it is a continuous responsibility and it is a social activity also. The fourth characteristic is bringing up and nurturing. The family creates the basic rights and responsibilities with regard to children, and it also protects them. It creates the way to nurture and bring up children and makes them literate. It's the duty of the family to take care of elders during their old age. The fifth characteristic is the family teaches social behavior. A child learns its mother tongue in the family. It understands the social life around it through the mastered mother tongue. Children develop as per the social situation around the family. The family teaches the children about the ways of interacting with elders and their peer group. This means that the social behavior it demands and indirectly controls the children. The family teaches behavior like friendship, freedom, security during childhood, adulthood, and old age. The sixth characteristic of a family is it instructs tradition. A family includes several generations. It introduces kinship. The family outlines the relationship between grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, and siblings. It teaches that grandparents make the first generation, the parents form the second generation, and the children form the third generation. Like this, it teaches the basis of tradition. The family of a father and mother and children is called as a second generation family. The family that includes grandparents, parents and children is called as a family of third generation. A family that has grandparents, parents, children and grandchildren is called as an extended family. The types of family are divided by the following nature, that is family based on kinship, family based on the residence of the spouse, that is matrilocal and patrilocal. On the basis of nature of authority, the family is classified as matriarchal and patriarchal. The family is recognized on the basis of generation. For the children who are born into a family of husband and wife, that family becomes the center of existence. A family that has more generation living together is called as the joint family. Now let us learn the different types of families. Matriarchal family. Matriarch means mother-centered system. Rights of the property belongs to the woman and the hereditary rights pass from the mother to the daughter. In a matriarchal family, the right of the property and successorship belongs to the woman. The rights of the property passes on from the mother to daughter. Matriarchy is practiced among some communities in the coastal areas of Karnataka. It is found among the Nayars of Kerala and some among the tribes in northeast. The features of the matriarchal family is, it is mother-centered family system. The rights of the property belongs to the women. The hereditary rights pass on to the daughter from the mother. Where do you find the matriarchal family in India? In the coastal areas of Karnataka, Nayar community of Kerala, some tribes in northeast India, we find the matriarchal family system. Now let us learn the second type of family, that is patriarchal family. What do you mean by patriarchal? A family in which father is the head is called as patriarchal family. Now let us see the features of the patriarchal family. The features are, father is the head of the family. Married women live in the residence of their husband. The eldest son has the prominent role. The rights are centered around men. In patriarchal family system, the eldest son has a prominent role in religious ceremony. Now let us see the third type of family, that is modern nuclear family. This family consists of father, mother and their unmarried children as members, and this is called as a modern nuclear family. Now let us see the salient features of nuclear families. Nuclear families are small in size. They are simple social control, more freedom to members, favors modern technologies and complicity. Families have increased in the modern society. They focus on individual achievement, concept of individual happiness, change in value system with regards to rights of property, progress in areas of science and technology, rapid urbanization, democratic values and the concept of equality and many other things have contributed to the rise of nuclear families. Based on the structure and the generations that live together, families are divided as nuclear family, joint family and extended family. Now let us see the joint family. A joint family consists of grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. They share all the food prepared in the same kitchen. The whole family has the same kind of religious ceremony. It generally consists of a group of blood relatives. Now let us learn the characteristics of a joint family. First one, a joint family is large in size. Members are more in joint family because it consists of people of two or more generations under the same roof, so it is large in size. Second one, coordination and cooperation. The members of the joint family cooperate in all activities of the day-to-day life. Though the eldest member supervises the family as a head, he takes some decisions by discussing with other members of the family. We can see that the participation of all the members in all ceremony and activities, the division of work is based on the age, sex, and difficulty level of the work. Third one, the joint family live in the same residence and they use the same kitchen. Members of the joint family normally reside together under the same roof. Though the members reside separately for various reasons, profession, work, education, etc., they continue to associate with the main family in various religious rituals, festivals, and practices. Members eat the food prepared in the same kitchen. Fourth one is belief in the same religion and practice. The members of the joint family believe in the same religion and practice. Their worship and religious belief are common in nature. The fifth characteristic is that the joint family is self-sufficient unit. It satisfies all the needs of the family members. The sixth characteristic is the structure of authority. The senior members of the joint family are entrusted with the authority and responsibility. The handing over of authority is based on the seniority in the family. The word family is derived from the Latin word familis. The cell of the society is family. If father is the head of the family, that family is called as patriarchal. Among the Nayars of Kerala, matriarchal family is found. The basic unit of society is family. So children, I hope you all have enjoyed the class. Thank you. See you all in the next class.